Yo, peace and blessing. This one right here is from Watts to the World, man. Per usual, all praise be to the Most High God. I pray that the Most High God bless everyone that is viewing this broadcast, whether currently or sometime in the future. Your continued support, your continued engagement, your continued um critiquing is greatly appreciated. Even if it's constructive, or a lot of people in their lack of understanding and their inability to thoroughly communicate, they may constructively criticize me, other people, and all this and all that. But we got to start understanding that everybody don't have the understanding that you have. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody is at a certain level in their ability to articulate, convey a message, and express how they feel. It may come off as aggressive, but we know that in the education system that we send our babies to get educated, it doesn't teach them civility. It doesn't teach them people skills. It doesn't teach them how to be cordial. It doesn't teach them how to be problem solvers. The lowest form of communication, my loved ones, is what? What is the lowest form of communication? Let's get into it. I want somebody to tell me what's the lowest form of communication. Let's have some engagement here. I want to have engagement with y'all. And at some point in time, I'm gonna drop the link so that we can expound upon um the live that I did last night with Brother Spider Low. Shout out to him, brother Gotti, Gray Street. Shout out to him. And an abundance of salute to brother or elder Malik Spellman. Man, I'm super cooling like a deep freezer, man. I am trying to expand the minds of our people because these, what is the word that I'm looking for? Outdated, antediluvian ways of thinking, interacting, engaging, and doing things in our community, they're obsolete. It no longer serves us anymore. And I understand, and I have to sit back and have a conversation with myself, and instead of allowing myself to communicate with my eye, I have to allow my eye to communicate with myself. And I know that may seem like an oxymoron, but when you dissect it and break it down, you will process it and be like, dang, that makes sense. The I is a collection of information and data that other people give to you. That's why people say, I'm a rider, I'm a gangster. But what is the self? The self is the essence of who it is that you are. The key component of you, the essence of you, is the self. So why do we let other people's opinions of who we are and who we ain't, the I, have the most influence and control over the self? How is your self feeling? How is the self feeling? When we break down the word individual, we know that the word individual means inside divided two. There's two entities inside of us. Even the Bible talks about, the flesh and the spirit in this war that goes on, a constant battle between the flesh and the spirit. So why do we only allow the I to speak for the whole vessel? Why do we, if we are a two component being, encompassed in one body, but even this one body have two sides. You got your left, you got your right. That's the duality, that's the balance. So when you continuously allow the I to communicate for the self, that's an imbalance. When do you allow the self to communicate for the I? Because the I is a collection of data, other people's opinions of who we believe that we may be off the interpretations of other people. No. So getting back to what I'm saying, I have to allow myself to step up and communicate with the I. I mean, just dissect that. Consider that. Think about that. We talk to God. We talk to our spouse. We talk to our children. We talk to a lot of different people, right? Especially when we are in a time of need, despair, depression. But what about talking to yourself? Even when you go to a therapist, and I'm not against therapy, so please don't misconstrue what it is that I'm saying. When you go to a therapist gets you to what? Talk. so that they can diagnose you. They get you to open up so they can explore as best they can your mind. The answers lie within you. Because if it wasn't like that, then when you go to a therapist, they should be able to just look at you and say, okay, this is what's wrong with you. And I'm going to prescribe this medication, or I'm going to prescribe this, that, and third, or I'm going to suggest this. The answers is already, excuse me, the answers are already within us. It's just some of us don't know the techniques, don't know the strategies, or just don't know how to extract the information and the answers out of ourselves. So we look for external stimuli. We try to define ourselves through the interpretations and opinions of other individuals, but not knowing that the key resides within us. But, getting back to what I was talking about, man, I appreciate all y'all continued support. Never feel like you can't communicate with me. Never feel like you can't hold me accountable, because life is an ongoing experience until we expire. And in this ongoing experience, a wise man never cease, never stop learning. This is a learning thing for me as well. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to get into some content, man. The title is Last Night Live Recap in the Black Box. Race is a symbol. I'm going to show y'all the video. Hispanic podcaster diss blacks again. And we're going to get into a Q&A, or we can do the Q&A right now. Oh, yeah. Somebody sent me a video of the brother from the Jordan Downs. Yay, salute from Flatbush, Brooklyn, man. Shout out to all the Brooklyn Knights, man. Much love and respect. Frank Nitty, I see you, baby. What's the dinner there, man? Much love and respect. Big Boss 5-1. Big Boss 5-1 says, I would like for you and Red Supreme to network and have some dialogue. It would be great for the black community. We are going to do that. I kind of digressed to a degree and start making content that was more tailored and geared towards the high demand of drama. So now I'm getting back focused, but also I'm finding that balance. I don't have to be on here and what people say on some Farrakhan or Malcolm X type of, you know what I mean? I'm not Farrakhan. I'm not Malcolm X. Those shoes is too great for an individual of myself to feel, but I am creating my own footsteps. I will say that. But I started engaging a little bit more in the low vibrational type of content and whatnot, but we're getting back focused, but we're also finding that equilibrium, that balance. You feel what I'm saying? Being able to create a platform that can provide the entertainment needs and educational desires of a multitude of people. That's what my aspirations is. But last night, man, we was in a black box. Things kind of got crazy at the end. Before we get into the other content, I just want to take some time and see if anybody have any questions. And I want to acknowledge everybody that's giving me this amazing engagement. It is totally appreciated. Big Boss, I see you. Much love and respect. Crazo, man, it was an honor to informally meet you last night, man. It was a blessing to be able to put a face to the name, man. It's much love and respect, man. An abundance of love and respect to you and yours, man, on the Renanels. Laurel Garcia, 1108 says, no communication. We need to learn how to communicate, because the lowest form of communication, as I have said, is violence. Did I say that? I don't think I said that. I think I had digressed. Forgive me. I had deviated. But the lowest form of communication is violence. Why is our community so violent? Because we don't know how to communicate. You don't see the similarity in community and communicate. There's a similarity there. But what is the, last night I said, what is the communal? That relates and pertains to the inner workings of a community. Vicissitude. Vicissitude means, and that's the neologism of the day, vicissitude. Vicissitude is the change. What is the communal? What is the community changes that we are hoping to obtain from this dialogue? I don't want to engage in what is the word? I think it's desultory. 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 I don't want to engage in desultory meetings and unions and all that. That's a waste of my time. If I want to waste my time, I can waste my own time. That profound that profound meeting, to me, that profound meeting that we had last night, it has never been done on the internet. Yes, myself, my homie Big Hub, another one of my homies did have some dialogue with Red Man from Gray Street. Shout out to Big Hub, shout out to Red Man, and shout out to my other homie, my homie Demon Low. You know what I mean? Shout out to them brothers for just coming together and having some meaningful dialogue to where we weren't disrespecting each other as men and disrespecting individuals as representatives from our community. We need that type of dialogue to continue. But I don't want to engage in desultory interactions. I can waste my own time. From that exchange that we had and the profound knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that was bestowed upon all the viewers from Brother Malik Spellman, everybody should have had a positive takeaway from that dialogue. But everybody maturation level, everybody comprehension is not the same. So we have to be a little bit more tolerant and patient, but not too tolerant and not too patient, because us as a people, we don't have the luxury nor the time to continue to procrastinate, waste time, for lack of better words, pussyfoot, and play games. We don't have that. Everybody else is assembling. Everybody else is unifying. Everybody else is getting ready for what is about to happen in America. What's going to happen in America, yay? Something that we're going to need each other in love to get through. And it's the truth. A person got to come on here and plead for our people to expand their minds and get some form of a vision that shows them the importance and the value that we have in ourselves as individual and collectively as a community. But you got a lot of brothers that's flocking to this content blogging space because they feel like, oh man, I'm gonna be this and I can do this and I can do that, and I always wanted to be famous. If that's your aspirations, if that is your endeavors to come on here to get popularity and be famous, then brother, you need to reevaluate and reassess yourself. If we got a message to convey, let's come on here and convey the message, the entertainment. But how about and I talk about that duality. How do we take the entertainment, right, and the education and combine them? And now you got edutainment. How do we entertain the people but also educate the people? How do we captivate the minds of the people? How do we mesmerize the people? How do we creatively affect the people in a positive change to where we can get the right type of vicissitudes in our community? We wasting too much fucking time, man. Our women don't even like us, don't even love us the way that they used to. And that ain't no problem to you. You see it all over social media, at parties, at gatherings. The women, they have a tendency to isolate themselves from the dysfunctional man, and they go into their corners and they hump on each other and they feel on each other and, do all this and all that. We weren't raised like that. When we came to party, if you stayed on the wall, they called you a wallflower. Man, get off the wall and dance. Grab you a female, dance. Have fun, live. Dancing is good for the soul. Good dancing is good for the body. It's exercise, dance. And then when you dance into a frequency and everybody's in tune, getting in tune on that frequency, homie, something spiritual is happening. I'm not against partying, but we have to be mindful of the environment, the climate, and the climate, the environment. That's pretty much the same, right? To a degree. But we also have to worry about the type of people in which we are in concert with when we go out there and party. Because it's majority of our parties that end in blacker are women out there acting in a savage fashion, and I'm not. Hispanics do it too, but not as much as us. Caucasians do it too, but not as much as us. But they haven't been under the conditioning that we have been under for the last 400 years of hating ourselves. And I'm not blaming a white man. I'm just giving you the foundation of the origin of the hate that we express and we have for one another, because we have been oppressed for so long. If you oppress a person for so long, they're going to do one or two things. They're going to start oppressing themselves and acting in the fashion of the oppressor, or they're going to develop Stockholm syndrome to where they love the oppressor. This is real, man. How we ain't getting it? If you can't catch up, then baby, catch on. We ain't got that much time, man. We got to come on here and deal with low vibrational, excuse me, for lack of better terms, nigga shit. When we gonna start leading by example, starting businesses? I am a business owner. Word is bond, no BS. I am a business owner. So when I have the ability to rap with these youngsters, I'm telling them, listen, homie, write you a book. That's a product that you can take anywhere and sell. If you write a book about the streets, that give you a certain level of expertise and cultural equity. Because now you can say, I am a professional upon the subject. So when people want you to come and talk about these topics, guess what they got to do? A wise man told me you can get information from Google, but my experience you got to pay for. These youngsters should be leading the cavalry for change. These youngsters can't do that because they can't think outside the box, because we haven't equipped them with the tools that's essential to making decisions that allow them to escape the box. And the box can be, it can be poverty. The box can be gang involvement. The box can be the conditioning of our minds that don't allow us to go into our community and create the type of vicissitude, there we go, vicissitude, baby, the type of changes that we need to liberate ourselves. If your body all scarred up and burnt and got, healed, lacerations and all this over it and all that, why you want your baby to go through the same thing? Why are we condemning our kids to this counterproductive way of living? That's all I'm saying, baby. At some point in time, somebody got to be the cream of the crop that they say we are. Somebody has to live up to the expectation. Somebody has to live up to the narration of what we are. We're the cream of the crop, the this, that, the woo whoop and the woo wop wop of the universe. We got to live up to that. They say the black man is God. They say the black man is a reflection of God. When we gonna start acting like it? When we gonna increase our value in ourselves, and when are we going to increase our vibration? If the closest thing to God on this earth is the black woman, and I'm not preaching racism, I'm educating my people to who they truly are. Your true identity. You ain't that. You ain't that. You're not a savage. You're not a goblin. You're not a goon. You're not none of these. You're not a demon. You're not. But if you choose to be that, then you are what you choose to be. But so let me be specific, right? If you choose to be that, you are. But you're not that by nature. That's what I should say. Because some people are like, how you gonna say they ain't that? And they talking about I'm a goon, I'm a goblin, I'm a demon, and they act as such. If you act as such and you participate in those activities, then that's what you are. As I said a few days ago, a man is only intelligent as the things that he engage in. I probably said that just morning, but I've been talking for almost 20 minutes. We're gonna get into this content. Let me go down here, man. I just wanted to acknowledge everybody. Somebody is those. Hold on. Look crazy 11A says somebody is those are not intellectual enough to sit down and have an intellectual conversation. Hey, I'm not opposed to having a conversation with anybody. Forgive me, man. Let me get this activated over here on IG. They say I be overlooking them, I be neglecting them, like, you feel me? But this is me. This is Bobby Yeye Jones. I'm not opposed to having a conversation with anybody. I'm very liberal with my platform. You want to jump on? Boop, there go the link. Let's have a conversation. Let's put our minds together and figure this out. You feel like I said something that was erroneous? You feel like I said something that wasn't, factual? Boop, there go the link. Come on and let's have a conversation. It's through conversation in which we build communication. But through establishing and building communication, communication is pointless if you don't have the comprehension, the understanding to go with it. That's that duality. You know what I mean? You can communicate, like, and respectfully, right? Let's take a brother like Spider-Lo, and I'm not trying to bash him or berate him, right? This is my this is my assessment of the brother. The brother oratorical skills are fair. They're fair. They're fair. Superb? No. Fair? Right. Okay. The brother is able to use sesquipedalian words and be use grandiloquence when he's talking. Let me tell you what grandiloquence is. Grandiloquence is, you know, an over exaggerated way of thinking. Excuse me, I apologize. An over exaggerated an over exaggerated and a flamboyant way of speaking, but it has no substance, it has no context, and it has no understanding. So you can use all these collegiate sesquipedalian words and talk like, the second coming of Malcolm X or Geronimo Pratt or another version of Louis Farrakhan. But if you don't have understanding to go with that, if the slightest thing can infuriate you, offset you, um, create an imbalance in you to where it's vain. It's nothing. So you are talking to impress people, not to understand people and come to a solution that works for everybody that's affected by these problems. A lot of dudes want to talk in a pompous way, a pretentious way, just for the fact of saying, yeah, I can talk like this. Okay, you can talk like that, but how do you communicate? Everybody can talk. A baby can talk. An infant can talk. Goo goo gaga, da da, mama. That's talking. But that baby doesn't have the mental capacity at that point in time to thoroughly and effectively communicate. You can have all these words that you read and studied and got from a lexicon. That's a dictionary. But do you know how to communicate? You know what communication is? Watch this. Hey, brother, when I was coming into the club, you stepped on my shoe and you didn't say nothing, but you turned back and see me. I wanted to know, did I say anything to offend you, or is everything okay, man? Is it an emergency? Then you shut the up and let this brother express. Oh, my bad, brother, man. My old lady was in the bathroom. She's on her administration, not to tell you, all her business, but I had to run to the car and I had to get this and I had to get this, man. I apologize. That's communication. Oh, man, it's all good, brother, man. Step and God bless you, man. And you don't have to do this. But step and God bless you, brother. But man, here's a dub, man. Get yourself and your lady a drink, man. God bless you. Stay up, and God, that's communication. It's another form of communication. Baby, when you came home from work, I noticed that you slammed the door. You didn't speak, and you went in the kitchen and you start slamming the cabinets. Is everything okay? Is there anything that you want to explore, address, or have a conversation about? And depending on what it is that has her vexed or irritated or upset, she probably put on a persona or put on this type of attitude. No, I don't want to talk. She want to talk. She just wants you to, in certain cases, not all cases, you have to have discernment and know when a person really want to talk and when a person really don't want to talk. So you have to know your spouse. Well, baby, I'll be out here sitting on the couch. If you feel like communicating and talking, I'll be there. You go sit on the couch. You don't want to press her. You don't want to be, you don't want to press too hard. And when she come and sit on the couch, you can grab her hand and say, hey, baby, how you feeling? How was work? Well, what happened at work was this, that, and third. Whoopty whoop whoop and whoopty whoop. And how did that affect you, baby? How did that make you feel? Well, the way that it made me feel was this, that, and third, so on and so forth. Whoopty whoop. Okay, now now you listening. Speaker listener technique. Okay, so what's the resolution? Well, I ain't for sure about the resolution. Whoopty whoop, so on and so forth. Whoopty whoop. And you don't want to be this type of person that always offer advice when it is unsolicited. You know what I mean? Nobody really likes those type of people, right? But you say, so what's the resolution? Oh, well, I don't know what the resolution is, but this person got me messed up and this, that, and third. Well, baby, if you are open to it, I'm willing to come and put our heads together and find a resolution, or offer some suggestions whenever you know what I mean. If you want it, just and I got you. So what you think? How you think I should have handled that? Well, I think first and foremost, if they're racially discriminating against you, you need to first, number one, document it. I can help you with the documentation. Send an email to document it, because if it isn't documented, it never happened. Document that and then go to HR. And if HR is unwilling to give you some assistance and accommodate you, I think that you should explore filing a civil lawsuit. That's communication. But a lot of people don't have the mental capacity, and I'm not judging nor berating, right? A lot of people don't have the mental capacity to indulge in those type of conversations. You speak, I listen with the intent to understand and not just rebuttal. A lot of people, they just want to rebuttal. Like, everything is not a debate. Some things are actually a discussion. A debate is when you're trying to prove your point is more profound or more important or more valuable than mine. A discussion is two people having a union of the mind verbally and trying to build understanding. That's a discussion. Everything isn't a debate. Some things are simple discussions to establish understanding and respect. When we gonna get into the content, man. Let me see if there's some questions down here. Forgive me, y'all. I'll be going on one, like, you know what I mean? Because I love y'all. And that's sincere, man. That ain't no game, homie. This ain't me trying to get click, like, views, subscribes, and all that. Like, no. I love y'all. Some of us need love. Some of us need to hear somebody say, I love you. What we gonna do? We gotta figure this out. When it's not disingenuous and all this and all that disingenuous and fraudulent fake love, Karen, man, F all that. We past that. We need things that's organic and authentic to come into our lives so that it can be fulfilling. We need a certain level of fulfillment so that we can be energized to go out there and do what it is that we need to do to could have a positive contribution to our household and then our communities. Everybody come on here and they got this to say, this, that, and third. But how are you affecting people's lives? The hapless people, the people who feel hopeless. How are you affecting their lives? How are you giving encouragement, inspiration, and accommodation to the people who are on the streets and they feel like they ain't got nobody? Everybody's not on the streets because they're lazy. Everybody's not on the streets because they never put forth the effort. You got people who were millionaires that's on the streets who experienced some type of psychological trauma or some type of physical trauma, and the brain couldn't recover. So they tapped out. This is too much for me. I tap out. But now you can tap back in. A lot of people don't put forth the effort because they don't feel love and they don't feel like they got a support system. Now, this is real. This right here, this is real. But we're going to switch gears and we're going to get into some low vibrational N-word shit. That's where we're going to go, because it seems like that's the most enthralling. That's the most captivating, mesmerizing to a large percentage of people. So we're going to find the duality and we're going to give it bop and then we're going to give it boom. And that just is what it is. Crazy, much love and respect, man. Cuz did some bunk last night, cuz. Jay eats up my joint, man. Everything is marvelous, man. I wake up, man, and I be feeling so amazing. All praise be to God, Heedy. And sometimes I put an individual like myself on the verge of tears. Do you know how many times I woke up in a dark spot, fighting and battling depression and co-occurring anxiety? Have you battled depression and anxiety at the same time? Whoa, man, you got to be strong to deal with that large amount of cortisol production. A lot of people tap out. They can't handle it. They can't do it. This is real right here, homie. This ain't no game. This ain't no pretending. It's too many bitch ass niggas in our communities pretending. They don't want to be relatable because they want to be superior. You niggas ain't superior. You niggas is dealing with the same trials and tribulations that we dealing with. So if we can motivate people to keep their fucking head up and maintain their sanity and navigate this shit, because today may be hard, but tomorrow may be your day. It may be your day tomorrow. I've been in the dark place, battling depression and anxiety, didn't want to come out the room, in it with all the lights off and in the room just pitch black. just existing in that mother. You need some sunlight. You need some water. You need to take some vitamins. You need to get out. You need to socialize. You need to interact. Because the thing about depression and anxiety, it likes to be in a dark place. It likes to send you, it likes to make you what they call self-isolate, to where you don't get the therapy that you need, because anxiety and depression is parasitic. And if you don't get the things that you need to combat it, it grows, it grows, it grows, it grows, and get worse, to the point to where a lot of people is contemplating suicide. And the ones who say, man, I ain't gonna kill myself, but I'm gonna put myself in a situation where somebody can do it for me. No, you don't have to die to triumph. You don't have to die to overcome this shit. You need a strong support. You need a strong support group, a strong support system, and you need to allow yourself to communicate with your I. You need to push forward. And I know it's easier said than done, but you can do it. If I'm here as a living test, listen, homie, my mama was gonna abort me. My mama hate me. Never did none to the lady, but I love her. God bless her. Let me tell you about my life. When I was born into this world, homie, it was an umbilical cord wrapped around my neck. I could have died. My mama was gonna abort me. My grandmama told her, whoopty whoop whoop, whatever's my mama name, for those who know, you know, don't abort that baby. Don't kill that baby, because that baby is gonna be a blessed baby. And here I am, here I stand. I was born into trials, tribulations, and hardships. How many babies you know got abducted from a hospital and was homeless with their father for the first 6 to 9 months of their life? If I can overcome all that I overcame in my life, you can do the same thing. But you got to get around good people. You can't be around low vibrational people. You can't be around egotistical people who just care about them, their problems. They want to call you and overburden you with their problems. Oh, this is what, and you already going through a lot, man. That's system overload. I can't do it. The world is corrupt. The world is messed up. That's how people start formulating those thoughts, that the world is just evil. The world is nefarious and the world can't get better. It's too wicked and all that. And a lot of people say, I don't want to be in this world. A lot of people, and I know people who believe that the world is so chaotic to where they don't even want to go out and socialize. But that's the breeding ground for depression, anxiety, so on and so forth. You got to be mindful of the individuals you allow in your circle. Because a real friend is going to call and say, what you doing? Nigga, put on some clothes. I'm about to come pick you up. Bitch, I got these tickets to go here, or let's go get some food. Like, come on, let's get up out of that dark spot. This is profound. This is real, man. We need to start having more conversations about mental wellness, mental unwellness, mental instability, and what mental stability look like. Because there's too many people in our community crashing out, and now you have a crash out culture. You have a whole culture, subculture. You have a whole subculture about crash outs. People are highlighting crashing out. No, that's not cool. You got content creators that's trying to provoke people to crash out. They call them rage baiters. But when people are coming like that, it's something internally off with them. It's an imbalance in them. But let me go to the bottom, man, and let's see what our Ken folks are saying, man. Forgive me. Sagittarius Jones, man, I appreciate the support, man. Love you, brother, on the Renting Hills. I love all y'all. T. Coleon, bulletproof love, respect, and loyalty. He make sure y'all please go follow my Ken folks. The Riddle Me This Cafe, man. Excellent content. This is a solid brother. I love this brother. You feel what I'm saying? Check him out. Check out my partner, Reckless Podcast as well. Reckless Podcast, man. You are a special type of individual, man. And I pray that the Most High God bless everything that you endeavor to accomplish, man. I pray that everything that you touch is like a Midas touch and it turns to gold, man. And I appreciate the continued support that you give to me, brother. I appreciate that, homie, for real. All y'all, Frank Nitty, Reckless Podcast, beautifully, man, it's too many of y'all to name, and I don't want somebody to feel like, man, why he ain't named me? And I've been, Veil Dog, Black Warrior Spirit, man, it's so many of y'all, man, and I appreciate y'all. Because this platform, it wouldn't be gaining the traction that it's gaining now without y'all continued support and engagement. I appreciate y'all, man. Real business. And when I'm out in the world and I do what it is that I do in the real world, it's because of individuals like y'all that motivates me to come up out of that depressed state, to come out of battling with anxiety and all this and get out there in the world, man, and do my part to make a world somewhat of a better place. It's y'all. Y'all motivate me, man, and I appreciate y'all and I love y'all for that. That's that support system. That's what we need as Black people. We got to start supporting each other, and we can't be afraid to support each other. And this is the real, man. We check it out, man. Reckless Podcast, love you as well, brother. You're a genuine soul, bro. It's all love. But we have been trained to be anti-love. Cuz what's wrong with it? What's wrong with us? Even the situation that I found myself with it, and I give understanding and compassion to these brothers to a degree. People feel like this and feel like that, but a lot of dudes is bitches. We gon' so okay, if just say my team, couch team. If my team, couch team, is consistent of a few bitch ass niggas, and the other team say, yeah, man, that nigga couch number 1, couch number 2, and couch number 3, that nigga's a bitch. Them niggas is bitches. How could I get offended about that? I shouldn't take no umbrage to that. That nigga is a bitch. And being that we know he's a bitch, but he's a bitch ass nigga that's a part of our community, we're not going to allow him to be in a position to make us crash out over a bitch ass nigga. You know how many communities, you know how many turfs is in war, they beefing over bitch ass niggas? Bitch ass niggas feel like I can drive the car. When you put the wrong motherfucker in the driver's seat, it can be disastrous. Yeah, figuratively and physically. So we got to be mindful on who we give the keys to the car to. No, nigga, you drunk. Right now, you are incapacitated and you're not about to drive us to destruction. We need to start holding niggas accountable. But some niggas got this mindset of, I'm with my homies, right or wrong. Okay. Yo, I'm with my homies, right or wrong, looking ass. When your homie go out there and do something and get this kid up the street, brains blew smooth the fuck out his head, nigga, stand on that. I'm tired of these bitch ass niggas on all sides, cuz. It's too many bitch ass niggas in our community that co-sign bullshit. And then they cry when you get bullshit from bullshit, cuz you're not gonna get no real shit from no bullshit. So what the fuck is we talking about? And niggas want to hoop and holler and be bitch ass niggas. Y'all ain't tired of these low vibrational bitch ass niggas, cuz? I am. Fuck these niggas. All sides. Nigga, we supposed to be motivating our women, encouraging and guiding our babies, but we on this low vibrational bullshit, man. I'm tired of these bitch ass niggas. And whoever take offense to what I'm saying, then nigga, it is what it is. Nigga, like my homie KB, rest in peace, say, nigga, strap up. Nigga, that's just is what it is, cuz. We got to stop pussyfooting. We got to stop tolerating these bitch ass niggas. Fuck these niggas. They're cancerous and they're detrimental to the development of our communities, cuz. And if you ain't on this real shit, then nigga, it's cool. You an enemy. You an op. All sides. If you're not part of the solution, motherfucker, you a continuation of the motherfucking problem. Now they passing it on to these babies that don't even know no better, but they don't even know they're contributing to the ultimate destruction of our community, the dysfunction of our community. Because we got these bitch ass niggas that's incapable to, that shouldn't even have a voice. Speaking for the community, speaking for the hood, speaking for the set, speaking for the people. Jesse Jackson ass niggas. So we just gonna overlook the fact that a lot of these niggas is confidential informants working for the United States government, but the United States government is the same entity, the same people that has never did anything to push black people forward, have never put black people in a position to advance collectively. You niggas is working for the destruction of our community. And some niggas is co-signing this bullshit and they don't even know. Because you don't study. And the Bible it says, study to show thyself what? Worthy. Nigga, open up a book, nigga. Read. You ain't even got to open up a book. You can access the internet. You can listen to a book. Nigga, open your fucking eyes and look at our communities. Look at society, nigga. How we at the bottom of the totem pole and everybody want problems with us because we disunified. They know if you slap this old black woman, they know if you kick this old black kid, they know if you unalive this righteous black dude, ain't nobody gonna do shit. These niggas is bitches. You niggas is... Forgive me. Let me take a minute and just Just ground myself. But it's hurtful, cuz it's shameful. The shit that we allow to exist and thrive and replicate, duplicate in our communities, cuz you niggas ain't tired. What it's gonna take for one of you niggas to lose your son or your daughter? That's what it's gonna take. It shouldn't have to take that. Nigga, enough of us then lost kids, then lost babies, then lost ourselves to these motherfucking vicious streets. And you know what thing about the streets? We love the streets, but the streets don't love you back. These babies out here tearing each other up with these switches, these Dracos, these high-powered assault rifles. They tearing each other up. Today it may be me, tomorrow it may be you. But I'm trying to spare you of that faith of burying a child, cuz. You niggas don't get it. What is it going to take for some of you dumbass niggas to get it? But 85% of the world is deaf, dumb, and blind and meant and intended to be led like cattle. 10% keep the world deaf, dumb, and blind. Then you got the 5% that goes out there and try to give people thought-provoking content, thought-provoking, thought-provoking ideas. Think outside the box in order to escape the box, baby. You got to think outside that motherfucker. Because it's life outside the box. If you don't believe it, look at me. I got my own apartment. 2026, I'm about to give me a quadplex. 2026, I'm about to acquire land, build my production company and all that. We moving forward, baby. This is little Bobby, this little bad Bobby, this Yay from the PJs. This ain't no pushover, man. I'm not that. I am who I am. Like, you understand what I'm saying? And if you know me, homie, you'll sit back and you'll say, man, that little nigga came a long way. If y'all knew my life and y'all know the dysfunction that I participated in, my negative contributions to my community, my family negative contributions to my community, and me being here and saying, listen, we fucked up, we was lost. How do we rectify these problems? How do we correct this situation? Is there any room for reconciliation? No room for reconciliation? Okay, for sure, we gonna pray for you, but we gonna stay the fuck away from you. And the reason why we gonna stay the fuck away from you, because we don't have the same vibration, we don't have the same vision, we're not on the same mission. And what you'll do is put a motherfucker in a situation to where a nigga gotta kill you. Go sit down the rest of his life in prison for killing a bitch ass nigga, for doing bitch ass things in a community. For a bitch ass nigga trying a real individual on some sucker shit. So before a nigga blow your brain smooth the fuck up out your head, y'all forgive me, but this is the truth a lot of people need to hear. Before a motherfucker do that to you, I'ma remove myself from you. It ain't because I'm afraid of you. I ain't afraid of you. A motherfucker will pull up on you and put something on your ass real decently and go home, take a bath, pray to the Most High God, and get up and live my day the way that the motherfucker, the way I choose to live my day. It's not hard doing that. What's hard is being a single father, maintaining a household, a relationship with your kids, going to work every day, building something beyond what the ghetto said we can have. That takes effort. I don't give a fuck about some of this shit that these weird and bitch ass niggas be talking about. Nigga, what have you established, nigga? Nigga, what's your biggest positive contribution to your set? What's your biggest accomplishment for your set? If you can't tell me that, then shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You ain't got nothing to teach these motherfucking kids besides what's taught in the set, death, destruction, and motherfucking despair, you bitch ass nigga. Y'all forgive me, but we got to start talking to these bitch ass niggas like bitch ass niggas. One thing that I learned is when you try to talk to a bitch ass nigga like you would a gentleman or like your equal, them niggas feel entitled. Why this nigga ain't treat me like a bitch ass nigga? Treat that bitch ass nigga like a bitch ass nigga, cuz when you talk to him, communicate with him in a civil fashion, he don't understand that. All he know is being treated like the bitch ass nigga that he is. So let's stop playing. Let's get real about this shit because the world is against us and we ain't got that much more time to be bullshitting on some bitch ass nigga shit. Man, cuz, what are we doing? Sometimes I can admit as a man, my approach may be misunderstood. My approach may be slightly off, but my intentions is good, big dog. Sometimes I can be too passionate in my delivery. But these turncoat, Judas Quisling type of motherfuckers in our communities, dog. Like we gotta stop holding niggas' hands, pussyfooting, and acting like They don't exist because they exist. And what they contribute to our communities, man, is death, destruction, and despair. These niggas is misleading our kids. These niggas will put you in a situation to where they trick you out your position and trick you out your freedom, get you off the streets. Now your daughter out there without guidance. Oh man, look at that. That's what these sick motherfuckers say. Oh man, what's she about? 17, almost this, that, and third. What's she about? Nigga, she's off limits. Nigga, her pops was a sacrifice for the set. We don't salute that and embrace her as niece. Come here, niece. What you out here doing? It's 12 o'clock. Go home. Motherfucker see her out there 12 o'clock, hanging out in the parking lots, hanging out in the projects, or in a block, or in a spot. It's 12 o'clock. It's midnight. She should be at home. What the fuck? But they be like, ooh, I'm about to tram. I'm about to cream. She smoke weed. She drink. Don Julio make you act a Julio. Oh, nigga. Why introduce her to controlled substances, my nigga? You may introduce her to that controlled substance, and through her trauma, through the voids in her life, she may like it too much, and now she's addicted to it. You just created another addict, another generation of addicts. So if she do begin to bear children, that lifestyle in the streets where those controlled substances are, she's gonna be more concerned with being in the streets chasing that Don Julio, make you act a Fulio, that weed, Percocets, fentanyl, whatever she's introduced to. She can't develop the maternal love, bonding that she should with her child because her attention is in the streets. So that baby is more susceptible to growing up and perpetuate and continuing the cycle because he or she didn't get that maternal connection, that maternal love. That's just the daughters. The sons. He out there thugging. Blue rag, red rag, man, on the dead homies. Whoopty whoop, man, I'll do whoopty whoop, I'll do whatever. It's midnight. It's 1:30 in the morning. What you little niggas out there doing? And listen, homie, called me on it. On Steve-O, challenged me on it. Nigga, I done been squatting through the projects and a little foreign and all that with a little dame on my side and all that, and we about to go do what it is that we do. I see the little homies in front of the gym deep. Man, it's 1:30. You little niggas in front of the gym. No. Jump out. What's up? What's up with y'all? Man, why y'all out here like this? Cuz y'all know it's woke time. Like, what's cracking? And you gotta ask, do y'all got some protection? No, the homie that had he gone. Well, when a homie left with what they call the blick, y'all should have been left too. Y'all too exposed, y'all too in the open. This ain't cool. Here go a few dollars. Y'all need to get up off the streets. If y'all gotta pay one of the homegirls to go in there or whatever y'all gotta do, and that's on. Listen, homie, this word is bond. This on my baby. This on my sister. This the type of homie that I am. Why y'all out here like this? And then I hit the homie mama, one of the little homies mama, and I hit his daddy and say, man, I seen your son out there whoopty whoop whoop and all that. And this is what's going on in the community, just letting you know. But you're not about to be out here and then somebody catch you with your pants down, and now you caught like a deer in the headlight and you ain't got no get back. You ain't got no get back. So you're at the disposal, you're at the mercy of your enemies. And all y'all can get hit out here because when certain people pull up, and this is vice versa. I'm not just talking about people perpetuating or not perpetuate. I'm not just talking about people perpetrating violent acts on my homies, but it's both ways. Because the same thing they got over there is youngsters over here that got them too. Just wanna put that out there, right? But when a lot of these youngsters pull up, man, they got a Draco, 50 shots, 32 shots. They got handguns with 50-round clips on them. And it's how many of y'all out here? 5 to 7? Oh yeah, and they got whole clip gone. Everybody hit. Maybe one may get, but we can prevent that by taking preventative measures. Here, nigga, take these dollars, nigga, get off the streets. I gotta go. You feel what I'm saying? But if one of the homegirls gonna let you come in there, Heedy, and lodge and give you shelter for the night, man, take these few dollars. If you smoke weed, that's a little weed sack. And this right here is to get you into where you need to get, but y'all gotta leave, cuz y'all can't be right here in front of the gym like that. You got homies that'll be in the hood, and I'm speaking in general now, that'll be in the hood, see the little homies out there thugging, what we call thugging, trooping and all this and all that, and don't even stop to inquire, man. You niggas safe out here? You niggas good? You niggas cool? You niggas hungry? They just bump, bump, chunk up the C, chunk up the B, or whatever individuals chunk up and keep it pushing. No, nigga, why is the little homies out here past midnight? Niggas, they all right? Did something happen? Are they homeless? Are they in need? Nigga, figure that shit out, nigga, instead of bump, bump, playing the music, throwing up a C, throwing up a B, and keeping it pushing. No, nigga, that ain't what a big homie is supposed to do. That's not what a individual of the community is supposed to do. No, nigga, that ain't right. Damn, I've been talking for an hour. Y'all forgive me, cuz. But this is realism, Edie. Let me see. Yes, that party scene is crazy. No slow dance, cha-cha male and female. They grinding on one another, popping each other's. I don't like it. If a female did that to me on the dance floor, she gonna get slapped. It's a different time, man, and it's crazy. We should start exploring why are the females more inclined to grind on each other than come and grinding on this. You know what I mean? Come grind on this, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's something down there you can. Nah, I'm not gonna forgive me. You know what I mean? I'm just catting off right now. Smitty Firm says. Plus, you got to realize a lot of these dudes take all kind of meds just to get SSI checks, aka minds gone. That's profound. Growing up, I knew a lot of dudes in the community that was super fly, super duper fly, but they was fly because they was getting those SSI checks and taking that medication. And they mamas was handicapping them because they'd give them the whole, some of the mamas would give them the whole SSI check and they'd go spend a whole SSI check on clothes. Never worked for anything, never was introduced to financial literacy, never was introduced to budgeting. So when they get older and they still getting that 900, that 700, it was something when you was a kid, when mama was taking care of all the overheads, when mama was paying the rent, the lights, this, that, and third. But as a man, you can't survive on 221 a month. As a man, you cannot survive and sustain a household, a family, support a family on $700 to $900 a month in America, especially in Los Angeles. You just can't do it. So you was the man when you was young and taking all these meds that got you looped up as a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? But now as a man, you don't know how to cope. So now you got to self-medicate because the medication that you was taking as a kid created a substance dependency. So you changed smoking Zaza. Man, I ain't getting high. Are you on that Pizzada? But now your money then, well, your money is gone. So now you're looking for a new high. You're looking for another bag. Oh, man, get you high. Crystal methamphetamine. So now you want that crystal methamphetamine because you broke and you can't chase that pot of high. I chase that pot of high. I know how I have you. That pot of high, man, have you, man, God damn. You feel what I'm saying, man? I got to get in the spot and, you know what I mean? Or I got to call this unattractive young lady and, baby, what's up? It's 1 in the morning. The ATM open 1 in the morning. I'm on my way. Now you're doing things in the fashion of a gigolo, things that you typically wouldn't do because you're chasing that pot of high. Are you trying to look for that get back? Man, I'm about to go in and lay it down on the big man engine online. And she about to give me 1,000. She about to give me 500. Word is bond. I didn't have, unattractive females pulling up to my uncle's spot on 115 and graping 2 pounds. Here go a pound, baby. Go do your thing. Here go a quarter pound of some chronic. Go, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like, how do you feel prideful living like that? This is a female typically I won't even touch, Edie. But now that I did snowed up all Marie up, and I'm on my ASS, man, I'm looking for, man, I'm kind of handsome. I got a cold Mac. I got a cold conversation. Oh, she what? Oh, and she what? Oh, yeah, I'll give you some, I'll give you some of this dick. But this is what I'm gonna need, baby. Oh, that ain't no problem. I can do this. I can do that. All my kids on gold mine. This realism. But you are lessening and reducing your standards. As when I was doing that, I ain't feel like no man. I'm like, man, I gotta stop doing this because the way that I talk and the way that I engage sexually, real business like. So now you got this unattractive individual that's stalking you, hounding you, telling you, I'm gonna kill your ass, nigga. I need my weed back. Or nigga, I need my $1,000 back. And if you don't give me back my nigga, I'm gonna kill you when I see you, nigga. So you walking down the street and you hear "vroom," and a motherfucker trying to hit you in a car. This is real. You coming out of a spinning knot and thank God for a strong intuition and spidey senses, and a motherfucker try to jug you in the neck. Stop playing with that woman because the way you made love to her, when you hit that spot and she start, her mind is gone. She's addicted to that feeling that you just gave her. And now you're telling her all this sweet shit. She's captivated. She's in love with you. She's obsessed with you. She wants to possess you for herself. And it's not just unattractive women that I done did this to. I done did this to a lot of women. You understand what I'm saying? But getting back to what I was saying, that's not the type of life that a man should be living. That's not conducive to the type of growth that us as men should be aspiring to, elevate to. But we almost at the 1 hour mark. I think I'm gonna go 2 hours. I ain't did a 2 hour broadcast in a minute, you know what I mean? But we gonna get into this video, man. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be very responsible with my words, dog, because I don't want to add fuel to a fire that can burn down a whole forest. I don't want to contribute to something that can cost a kid their life, because most of the time it's these kids or these unsuspecting innocent people that get when individuals pull up, they jump out and they get cracking. It's not the people who created, it's not the people who instigated the bullshit that pays the piper majority of the time. I don't want to add fuel to the fire. So I'm gonna listen to this man with an open mind, and I'm not going to allow it to have an emotional effect upon me to where I and all this and all that. But let's get into this content, man. This content right here is by Gotti. His page is for those of you, and I'm always showing love, cuz. And I'm always showing love. Even people, blah, 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 and all that. I'm still saying, man, go like, subscribe, and support the brother platform. Because if it's paper in this, if we can get some paper and we can use that to do what it is that we need to be doing as men, then come one, come all. But you can find the brother at off 103rd, 9,000 watts. You know what I mean? Y'all go, run his numbers up if you're inclined to. It's all love, you feel what I'm saying? Let's get into the content, man. Hopefully, brother, you know what I mean? Hopefully, brother doesn't have any malice in his heart for me. But if he do, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It's just is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? One thing, I'm for peace when peace can be afforded, but I'm not a foolish person that feels that I can go to you know what I mean? Go to an enraged lion and say, "Oh, let's be peaceful with one another." Nah, that ain't me. If the lion is enraged, then I have to match that energy. Then I'm enraged too. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of person who's a coward, who's a sucker, who's a marker, none of that. You know what I mean? But before we get into this brother content, hopefully this brother is coming from a place of sincerity, authenticity, and being an elder or almost an elder, an older individual of the community. Let's jump into the content, man. It should play upon a Bobby WAJ Imperial Vision.
It's Grape Street Gotti, aka 9,000 watts, back at you off 103rd. Last night I was on the Blackbox with Spider with Bobby A, and it seemed like we didn't really get the conversation accomplished.
I beg to differ. Y'all forgive me. I am going to commentate. I want to interject and say we did get the conversation accomplished. Could we have went more in depth potentially? Is there a possibility for us to come back together and have further dialogue? I'm not opposed to it. But I asked the brother, what was the origin of it? And he stated, you said, even though it was misconstrued, and it's all good, you feel me? He said, oh, you said that you would come down Wilmington and do this, do that. No, that's not what I said. I said if we, as a community, PJs, Bunny Hunter, Great Streets, 10 Line, the back ways, the one ways, and all that, right? If we don't get control of this situation, then all that chilling and there, that's going to be out. And that's just how it is when it's war. You don't have the luxury of being able to go to this specific corner and chill. No, because anywhere where people are assembling, anywhere where people are congregating, there's going to be shots coming. So that's not going to be a reality anymore. I didn't say I'm a do anything. So please don't misconstrue what I said. You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's not paint a false narrative and whatnot. But it's cool. Maybe we need a little bit more understanding. Maybe the brother misheard what he thought that he heard because of emotions. Like, oh, how this dude gonna get at my little homies like this, so on and so forth. I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make excuses so that this doesn't go left field. You know what I mean? I'm trying to give a person the benefit of the doubt. But we got to what was the origin of it? We got to the origin. You feel what I'm saying? Maybe the brother had more that he wanted to say. Maybe he was, I don't want to theorize, but let's get back into the content, man.
what we came to do, because it was cut short. So I'm going to respond to you, Bobby A,
Okay.
to why I made the video I made and said what I said. Bruh, like, to me, it seemed like you for peace. And I'm with that too. I'm with for the peace in the community. But then you responded to the homie song. So now, how can you be for peace in the community when you responded to a song in a negative way? You went there calling niggas busters and snitches and marks and all that. Talking about when niggas ain't gonna be able to stand and all that type of shit, bro. Like the last three motherfuckers came over there and tried us, they went back home in the box, boy. The corner came and got them. So when you start saying shit like that, that open up the doors for motherfuckers like me to say,
Let's have a conversation. And I'm gonna try to be very responsible with my words as I rebuttal this dude. If we beefing with the Great Streets or anybody else that consider us enemigos and ops, right? Certain places where we chill at, 7 times out of 10, we're not gonna be chilling right there unless we strapped up. But it wouldn't be intelligent to chill there strapped up because one time is coming. Because the informants then put out what's going on in the communities. Now one time is coming, they jumping out, they doing pistol checks. So when I came on here and said that, and please, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Please do hold me accountable. If we beefing and we chill right here and the war is up, it's cracking because cooler heads couldn't prevail, do you think individuals gonna be chilling in that spot? And if you is chilling in that spot, the police is coming to do pistol checks and harass you. And if the police don't get to you, then we come in and or they come in and come on, like let's get out of our feelings. Let's deal with the facts as the facts stand. This is true, and that goes for any hood. The Hoovers and the Six Hoes. If the Hoovers, if the Hoovers is chilling on 52nd Street or one of their streets and all that, and it's up with the 40s, just say the neighborhoods. If it's up, do you think those dudes are going to continue to be chilling there? No, they're not going to be able to chill there because if the enemigos ain't coming there throwing shots, then the police is coming to do pistol checks. Like, let's get out of our feelings, Haiti. It's the truth. Individuals came, they created a song, strategically released that song around the PJs and the Bounty Hunters Hood Day, dissing the PJs, the Bounty Hunters, in the East Coasters. But these is individuals that has been to level 3 and level 4 yards. We don't conduct ourselves like that in these penitentiaries. If a person is saying, I am anti KKK, I don't like the KKK, under no shape, form, or circumstances do you affiliate, associate, or work in conjunction with the KKK. If I'm wrong, please y'all correct me. See, a lot of these dudes, and it's all sides, go into prison and it's the hub and dub. You ain't doing the dissing in there. You ain't the type of person that stays away from the individuals that you call ops. You're engaging, you're conversing, you're interacting. There is some dudes that's part of the hub and dub, and they like, I'm not with that, Hitty. You know, I'm gonna just do my thing. I'm gonna hit the lap. I'm gonna, be respectful and all that, but I don't click with those guys. I don't interact with those guys, and it's just like that. You feel what I'm saying? If it's a situation, some pop off, but those particular dudes, I don't rock with. I'm not gonna be in I'm not gonna be in concert of. I'm not gonna congregate with those guys. I'm not gonna have conversations with them. It's some personal stuff. I need healing. I need to work on myself, and I don't rock with them. But I'm a part of the hub and dub. But I'm gonna do my thing, Heedy. I'm not saying I'm gonna do my thing independent as if I am no longer a member, but I don't want to create a civil war amongst the homies, so I'm gonna just remove myself. But some of these dudes that's on the internet saying that they anti-PJ on Stebo, they be riding my homies' dicks on my mama. Please, God, forgive me. Y'all forgive me for my poor church choice and selection of words, but this is the truth. Niggas be in a pen and even in the county pushing hub and dub, fucking with my homies. Oh, you know this female, or you know that my nigga. Can I get a three-way? Woody whoop, my nigga. You got a noodle. You got it. Like, come on, like let's stop playing games, dog. There's nothing in that statement that I made that was untrue. Like dudes is trying to find reasons to bring the street beef to the internet, dog. I'm not parrying nothing, dog. And I don't want to turn this to a negative thing, and I feel like that's where I'm going. So I'm gonna get off of that, and I'm gonna get back into the content. But I will say, the dude say, "Oh, the last peoples came over there and woo woo, they left in a like, come on, dog. Like, if that's what we own, cuz listen, man. If that's what we own, dog, let's just dealing with people of lesser intelligence is a challenge, especially individuals who are grandparents, especially individuals who are considered my seniors. Like it's a challenge, cuz I am for peace, but I'm not for bullshit. I am for peace, but I'm not for ignorant shit. I am for peace. I push peace. I promote peace. I done had some of his homies in the hood on account of me, and thank my homies for not doing anything to them in the hood, talking about how we can fix the situation. So, dog, don't try to check my credibility. Don't try to do that, dog. Because I done had some of your homies in the projects that I'm from, in the middle of my homies, trying to find solutions to these problems, dog. Did anybody touch your homies or disrespect your homies when they was over there with me? No. Nigga, what's your contribution? See, I'm a chill dog because I want to have another dialogue. I want to have another dialogue with this dude, man. You know what I mean? So we can get to the bottom of it. But if we don't have dialogue, it is what it is. It's cool. But the back and forth videos, I'm not going to do that. This is my last video that I'm going to make touching upon the subject because we got bigger fish to fry, cuz. If it's that and it's that and it's that, we know the arena where it needs to be that at, and the internet ain't the place. But let's get back into the content, cuz.
What I say, because you responded in a negative way. How you gonna stand for peace in the community, but you responding to some rap shit in a negative way? You can't straddle the fence. Peacemakers in the community, they able to be peacemakers and stand for peace because they don't let the negativity get to them. Their knowledge let them rise above the negativity that take place in the streets or anything that they feel negative. They not gonna a peacemaker not gonna even respond to nothing negative. And if they do, they're gonna respond in a peaceful way. They're gonna respond in a way.
What the God forgive me. Let me be respectful. I want y'all to listen, dissect, and understand where this brother's coming from. He said a peacemaker is not going to respond in a negative way. Shout out to my brothers from the Bay. We all know in the inception of the Black Panther political party, and they were pushing peace, they were pushing for the advancement of us as a people. But the people that they went after the most, the people that they had the most problems with, was the pimp, the dope pushers, those who was extorting and exploiting the people. So just because a person pushed peace, that means that they have to overlook the nonsense and the negative contributions of other people that can initiate or reignite a war. Like, bro, what is you talking about? And he's saying, oh, it's just music. No, it's not just music, because music is a key component of our culture. These babies is out here reciting these rap lyrics, living by these rap lyrics as if it is spiritual hymns. We see what drill music is doing to Chicago. We see the effects of hip hop in our community, the detrimental effects. And I'm not saying all hip hop is bad, but when these babies don't have an identity and NBA young boy is telling them kill, 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 murder, 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 F this dude, go get cracking on your ops, that's what them babies is gonna do. When a person make a diss song against these individuals feel like, man, we already got bad blood with them dudes. They just dissed the hood. They just said this and said that. We own them. And this is from dudes who got kids and who are almost grandfathers. Last night these brothers said, man, whatever my little homies on, man, then I'm on it. You sound like an imbecile, respectfully. You sound like a lost cause. Because at some point in time, homie, we got to get out there and we got to try to create a different path for the babies. We can't be co-signing and supporting and enabling the babies, especially when they wrong. You wrong, Katie. You shouldn't have did that. Don't do that no more. But man, I'm with my homies, right or wrong. And that's how gang wars get started, because your homie is wrong as two left shoes, but you're co-signing that shit. Man, your big homie son, he got his motherfucking brains blown out. Or your big homie daughter then went to the other side and she didn't got whipped out, robbed for a jury, beat up, and chased out her shoes. Because these self-proclaimed real niggas don't know how to be real men. Let's stop focus on being a real nigga. Let's focus on being a real man, because a real man is pragmatic in his thinking, rational and logical in his thinking and its approach. It's too many of you real niggas that's driving the culture to destruction. Oh, you real ass niggas. Like, come on, dog. Like, but let's get back into the content. And this be the thing, man. I rebuttal, I respond, and I refute false narratives and all that. But dudes always want to make it a hood thing. This ain't a hood thing. This is Bobby Ye. This is Bobby Ye Jones doing a rebuttal. But dudes is going to try to find a way. So he trying to start a war. Niggas already a war. Oh, he trying to do this and he trying to do that. Why? Because I'm speaking my truth and I'm holding dudes accountable for their negative contribution to the community, the perpetuation of this fucked up cycle. Like, come on, man. You niggas got to start putting your emotions to the side. Stop allowing your personal feelings to dictate your professional decisions, because we can't get anywhere like that, bucko. It just doesn't work. It's counterproductive. It's counter-revolutionary, man. What are we talking about? But whatever we talking about, maybe this dude is going to give us some gold. So let me just get over here and play this right here. Let's see if this brother going to give us some profound insight or information.
For revolution, they're not going to respond in a negative way. So you saying this for the community, at the same time, you calling niggas bitches and snitches and all that on your video, bro.
I did.
So how could that bring revolution and peace? You come on these podcasts and shit, acting like you for revolution and peace and community, and niggas is just on bullshit. But at the same time, you calling niggas hoes and marks and snitches, bro. That ain't no revolution for peace.
Yes, I did call dudes hoes, marks, and snitches. And that's just what it is. Maybe it's because they're your homies that you don't want to acknowledge certain dudes' mark status, bitch status, hoe status, and snitch status. You know what I mean? And I understand it. We already see that you're biased because of the tribe that you're from. Oh, I'm with my young niggas. We're right or wrong. I understand where you coming from, big dog. But don't try to undermine my contributions to the community and our race. What I do goes beyond Watts, dog. I'm not just a Watts individual. I'm not just a PJ Watts Crip individual. I'm out here positively affecting people's lives everywhere I go. So don't try to what is the word? Don't try to put me in a box. You don't have the mental capacity. You don't have the understanding to even try to diagnose me or categorize or classify me. Either you got to do a little bit more studying, you got to do a little bit more exploring, you got to do a little bit more reading, you got to do a little bit more living, Ken folks, because you don't comprehend who I am as an individual. Let's get away from the hood thing. Let's not make it a hood thing. I'm gonna take my hood up out of it. You take your hood up out of it. Now there's two individuals, having meaningful dialogue. I'm from PJ Wash Crib, Fishigadel, through and through. Imperial Courts, lifelong residence. My heart is there, but my heart is also in Watts, and my heart is also with my people. But let's take the hoods out of it. And if you want to have a conversation, let's have a conversation. You know what? If you want to have a debate, let's have a debate. Let's have a debate, and we can come together, and I can show you you're not as intelligent as you think you are. And I really don't want to do this because I don't want to emasculate. I don't want to berate. I don't want to berate. I don't want to you know what I mean? I don't really want to do that. But if we can do that, then let's do that. And I can show you that it ain't that. But let's get back into the content, man.
Like if it's up to me, rap shit, you stand the rap shit. Let your homies respond to the rap. Let them get back. If you want a resolution to the rap, tell your homies, you know what? We just gonna battle out and rapping. No guns. Let's tell niggas, take it to the booth. Take it to the booth, no guns. Just like in battle rapping. Man, them niggas battle rap, man, and disrespect each other like a motherfucker, boy. But they just battle rapping. It's nothing personal, bro.
My nigga, we're talking about, if I can be specific, we're talking about South Central Los Angeles, the gang bang capital of the world. And dudes is disrespecting people, hoods. And you're saying, oh, let's just keep it in the studio. In today's climate, yeah, you know what? You may be right. Elisino, you may be right, man. I may be wasting my time. I swear. I may be casting pearls before swine, dog. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kim folks. Yeah, I may be wasting my time, dog. I may be beating and trying to, you know what I mean? I may be beating a dead horse on this one, you know what I mean? The intelligence isn't there. And you can tell by the way a person articulate in the stance, the moral stances that a person have in regards to certain situations and issues as it pertains to a community. Maybe I should remove myself from certain things with certain communities. So when a person, tap in and say this, and third, this is what it is, maybe I should just stop. Just, man, if it's that, then fuck it. It is what it is. Turn the city up, flip that motherfucker upside down. Maybe I should stop being a champion for peace. Maybe I should stop doing conflict resolution. Maybe I should stop appealing to those from my side that give ear to wise counsel and telling them, no, don't do that, man. Maybe I should say, fuck it, cuz. Maybe I should remove myself from this low vibrational shit and let motherfuckers just go out there and kill each other. Fuck it. Like I said, it's too many bitch ass niggas on some bitch ass nigga shit, cuz. And it's offensive, bro. You need certain individuals, Heedy, that loved ones, to try to maintain a certain balance. You need individuals outside the box. You need visionaries in a community that can say, that's not going to resolve it, Heedy. If anything, that's going to add on to the problem that already exists. We can't continue to resolve our conflicts in that fashion. Matter of fact, listen, dog. God direct me and bless my words, because a person get tired of the low vibrational ignorant shit with these ignorant ass niggas. But sometimes you got to know that God has you in a position, in a place for a reason and a season. Maybe me fighting for peace in Watts, maybe maybe it's outdated. Maybe it's time for me to start building with other communities and going other places, because in your city they accept you not. Let's not be ignorant to that. And I'm not calling myself a prophet. I'm just giving you a paraphrase from the Bible. In your own city, your own community, A prophet is not accepted in his own in his own city. I'm not calling myself a prophet, but a man of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, because we all know that everybody is a friend to the man who bears gift and an enemy to a man who brings knowledge. Maybe motherfuckers is content with this destructive subculture. Maybe I need to shut the fuck up and just let niggas do what they do. But let's get back into the content. And I'm not saying that I'm just a big dog or this or none of that. It's just I have relationships with certain individuals, and when they be on the fence, nah, Edie, that ain't the. But maybe they should just shh. But then I would be a coward. I would be a sucker. I would be like these Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson type ass niggas that know what's going on, turn a blind eye to it, and don't try to, correct the situation. This is real. Let's get into the content, Edie.
It's like our hoods don't get along. If your homies made a song about my hood, this in my hood, I would expect that. We don't get along.
Man,
So it's nothing that I would take personally. It's like me driving through the Ops hood and see my hood crossed out on the wall. I expect that, bro. That ain't nothing to take personal, bro. Like, let the niggas in the music deal with the music. Now I'm saying the resolution can be, okay, take it to them in the booth. We don't need no gunplay behind our music. You the only one coming to the wave talking about sliding and all this and shit and what's gonna happen and what can happen. You coming to the wave, labeling niggas hoods and saying other niggas hoods and like you trying to bring other niggas into it, bro. That's what it seems like. You come to the wave, mention other niggas hood that's on the song. Like you trying to bring him into it. Leave what's on the song. You bringing it to the wave, bro. And then you saying negative shit about it. Like, on some music shit, bro, let niggas respond for music, dog. Let niggas.
Hey, but this is the same degenerate. Check out the hypocrisy in what this nigga talking about. And I gotta call this out. This is the same degenerate that came down here and cried about, people unaliving kids and all this and all that over some shit that started from music. You fucking imbecile. It started from music. It started over a dance, went into music, and somebody got, that happened to somebody. You sound retarded as fuck. You sound stupid. You sound simple, and you sound slow. Oh, let the music be the music. We know the effects that this drill music and this beef music, we know the effects that it have on the community. One of your little people was a casualty of it. And you're going to sit here and say this ignorant, asinine shit that you saying. Man, you sound, and I want it to be respectful, you sound stupid as a motherfucker, my nigga. It is what it is. Fuck it. On my mama. I don't care, cuz. This nigga sound retarded.
Battle it out. Beat for beat, mic for mic, verse for verse, lyric for lyric. If a nigga want a revolution, tell niggas just do it in the booth. All guns down. Battle it out. I'm saying you ain't in the music industry and shit like that, so you wouldn't know. Tell niggas to battle out with no guns. That's promotion for every nigga set who rapping. Know what I'm saying?
This nigga on some clout chasing shit, cuz. Did y'all hear what this imbecile just said? And like I say, all this shit was a play for fucking clout. Oh, let him, that's promotion. No, nigga, that's counterproductive. What the fuck are you talking about? You sound retarded, my nigga. My nigga, you sound stupid. You sound like a part of the motherfucking problem, you dumbass nigga. What benefits a man to gain the world and lose his soul in a fucking process, you dumb fuck? All this shit for promotion and clout? Oh, man, it's promotion. Man, fuck all that, nigga. Nigga, we trying to find resolutions to problems and sending our kids to prison and to the motherfucking graveyard. And you talking about, man, you's a clout chasing ass nigga, dog. Just like somebody sent me a screenshot of some shit that this nigga said. Somebody got at him and he was like, oh man, this is all entertainment. It may be entertainment for you until one of your people get their brain shot smooth the fuck up out of their head. Or till you hear them shots and you go out there and you see one of your little people man down. This time the narrative that you introduced into the internet, it failed. And everybody gets slipping at one point or some point in time. If we gonna be honest, nigga, even in basketball, even some of the greats, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, everybody gets scored on, dunked on, or crossed over. And that's just how it is, dog. Motherfuckers ain't gonna always be at the top of their game every time, big dog. So let's stop playing. So we just got to the bottom of it. Like they say, sometimes you just gotta let a nigga talk. All this shit is about clout. Clout. Like, come on, my nigga. I have no desire to have any further conversations with
Trying
this
to fuck with us and
immature.
watch no way on the music. We need to make some noise. So let's fool these motherfuckers. Know what I'm saying? And let niggas battle out with no guns. Get us some exposures. Know what I'm saying? Get
What
us
the
some promotion
fuck
going.
is this dumbass nigga talking about? God, this shit can't be fucking real. God damn, it feel like I'm in a fucking Twilight Zone. Did y'all hear what this? Just listen to this shit, cuz.
On some music shit, but let niggas respond for music, dog. Let niggas battle it out. Beat for beat, mic for mic, verse for verse, lyric for lyric. If a nigga want a revolution, tell niggas just do it in the booth. All guns down. Battle it out. Know what I'm saying? You ain't in the music industry and shit like that, so you wouldn't know. Tell niggas to battle out with no guns. That's promotion for every nigga say who rapping. Know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to fuck with us and watch no way on the music. We need to make some noise.
So the way that we make noise and watch on the music is not coming together, starting a hot boy type of clique that consists of a PJ, a Bunny on a Gray Street, a cat from Haciendas, and in a few other spots. Hold on 1 minute. Let me get this up off of here, man, because I can't even see the comments. Like, all right. So the way that we make noise in the community of Watts is by perpetuating this cycle and doing it in music. So we gonna diss each other in music in order to tell people, hey, we over here pump faking, we dissing each other, but we ain't really about that. We ain't doing none of the stuff that we talking about in the raps. We're studioing. We're the gangster version of Millie and Vanilli. We're dissing each other in the studio, but we ain't about that. We pretending we're faking, but we want y'all to come over here and sign us. Nigga, how about we how about we start the West Coast version of Wu-Tang? PJs, Bunny Hunters, Gray Streets, Fudge Towns, Front Streets, Back Streets, Tin Line, 99 Watts Mafias, Hat Gangs, Compton Avenues, Home Streets, 7 Streets. How about we start a Wu-Tang type of clique and get them to get on beat in the studio and start popping that watch shit without the division? That don't make no sense, right? So we got to diss each other. We got to come on here, disrespect Gray Street. Then these dudes disrespect PJs, Bunny Hunters, and East Coast. And then, like, come on, my nigga. Everybody, it's not going to take a liking to their homies and accept being dissed on wax. The end of, come on, prime example for this fucking imbecile and this degenerate banging on wax. Y'all familiar with banging on wax, right? How many individuals from banging on wax is still here today? Even though the Crips and Bloods had met each other and they was cool on cordial terms, but it was individuals in the community said, man, I ain't letting no Pyru nigga disrespect the set, cuz. And it was Bloods and Pyrus in the community said, man, I ain't letting no Crip disrespect this, that, and third. When we see Freddy Cougar, when we see Bad Mary, when we see Wooty Woo Woo, man, it's up. We gonna put them in a box. Think about what you saying, Heedy. See, you trying to approach this from, and it's just like white people. White people don't care about the severity of it, long as it can generate money. And that's the standpoint that he's coming from. He don't care about the negative effects that it may have on a community, long as it gives free promotion and it can generate money. Come on, dog. You're an enemy to your community, big dog. I'm not dealing with a person of equal intelligence, dog. Like Ellison said, or Ellisino say, man, this
So
is
let's fool these motherfuckers. Know what I'm saying? And let niggas battle out with no guns. Get us some exposures. Know what I'm saying? Get us some promotion going. Let niggas battle out with no guns. Know what I'm saying? Like niggas ain't gotta go to no motherfucking gunplay behind no rap and explain that to the niggas that's rapping. Cause I'm pretty sure real shooters and killers on the street ain't finna listen to no music and say I finna go kill a nigga behind no lyric. That's niggas.
pause. But this is the same dude, not speaking on Grape Streets and other people politics, but I am, because it's Watts. There was a little brother that was murdered in Watts. There was a few people who were shot in Watts over a gang war escalating or being reignited over songs and a dance. Anybody else familiar about with this, or am I just making this up? This is just something that Bobby Ye is making up to prove a point that doesn't need to be proven, right? We're all familiar with it. We from Watts. This our dance. No, that's our dance. We started that dance. We started this. Then it escalate to dudes beefing on wax, and then individuals taking violent actions against a particular community. But this is the same dude that came through here and cried, "Oh yeah, doing this and doing that. That ain't cool. That ain't this. That ain't that." But how about we eradicate the situations that can lead to that instead of escalating them, instead of introducing them to the internet so that we can benefit, but everybody isn't going to play the game the way that these fake ass rap niggas is going to play the game. T. Coleon said that dude was sent to compromise us as blacks. Anytime you try to uplift our people, I want to highlight this. That dude was sent to compromise us as blacks. Anytime you try to uplift our people, they will plant a devil in the circle to attempt to try to tear it down from within. Okay, let me see. Let me see. T. Coleon 2250 says, nigga ain't content. If these niggas that wanted to be a somebody that were nobodies, that's now using the internet to try to get some recognition. This is crazy. Let me see. T. Coleon says, that dude ain't built like that. He trolling and pushing ignorance. I agree. I agree. I concur. This dude is an imbecile. Imbecile. This dude is a degenerate. This dude is not on my mental level. I'm having a battle of wits with an unarmed man at this point. And initially I came in here with an open mind. I'm like, all right, maybe we can, I mean, but no, it ain't that, dog. I'm sorry. It just is what it is, man. Not everybody can be reached, not everybody can be saved, and not all situations and relationships can be salvaged. And that just is what it is.
Is who rap and shooting at each other. You know what I'm saying? Wanna be the real street niggas and killers, bro. Real street niggas and killers ain't finna move on no motherfucking music, bro. You know what I'm saying? A nigga moving and nigga come to remove a nigga for a reason, bro. Not for no lyric, nigga. That's these rap niggas going to jail, catching all that time, beefing with each other behind lyrics. Niggas like me who real gangsters and shooters, I sit back and laugh at them type of niggas, boy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all that
This nigga say this, but you got rap artists that's currently fighting 187 charges right now over rap lyrics, rap beef. You got dudes that have been slumped over rap beef. These are rappers that took offense to something that somebody said, and they went over there and they got cracking, and now they sitting down and potentially may be off the streets for the rest of their life over rapping. So let's not ignore the severity or the seriousness of certain lyrics as it pertains to the toxic culture of gangbanging or subculture. Let's get back into it, man.
niggas pay y'all to go do hits and all that type of shit, boy. You niggas ain't no shooters and killers, man. Niggas don't move like that. That's dumb, just moving off of some rap shit, period. Just battle it out in rap, bro. Niggas do that in battle rapping all day with no guns, bro. But you responding in a negative way, bro. But then at the same time saying you for peace in the community. So when you open up them doors talking about slide and all that what can happen, bro, you're gonna get a negative response back. You ain't coming no peaceful resolution and all that. You want to talk about what can happen, bro. Anything can happen. On any sides of the fence, bro. That ain't nothing, bro.
So this dude just condemned what I said and then agreed with what I said that anything can happen on all sides. That's what I've been saying. Anything can transpire and happen over this ignorant shit of niggas who been a 3 yard and level 4 yards that wasn't pushing that F these dudes, F them dudes on that prison yard. If it's really F them dudes, it's F them dudes no matter where you encounter them. No matter where you see them, it don't matter. And I understand that some dudes don't go against the program and express their animosity for their enemigos on a level 4 yard, but they don't engage with them. They don't interact with them. They don't chill with them. They don't, receive food from them or give them food. There's dudes who are representatives of the hub and dub that comes on here and pretend as if they're really K certain hoods, but you're not, because you was a fan of this homie and you was a fan of that homie and you seen this homie praise it. So how are you big bad whoopty whoop whoop K? Like, come on, man, we got to stop playing. You niggas play too much, man, to the point to I feel like I'm being pranked, like I'm in a twilight zone. So that's what I'm saying. Don't be a hypocrite. If you live that and you bout that and you ain't never interacted or been on cordial terms with these dudes and it's really that, then shit, I can't say nothing. That's that nigga lifestyle. He ain't a hypocrite. He really on that. But you done been cordial with dudes from the other side. You done had conversations with dudes from the other side. You done did favors for guys on the other side. You done did business with guys from the other side. You didn't profess your love for certain guys from the other side. So how do we get to this point to where we lose the love, we overlook and ignore the relationships, and we just on some wooty woo K type shit? Like, come on, dog, stop playing, my nigga.
So that's what made me say what I said. Because you went to talking about what can happen and what niggas ain't gonna be standing. The homies gonna stand. Right there in Wilmington, be right there in Wilmington. Now,
This nigga's a fucking hypocrite, cuz. If y'all watch that, if y'all watch that broadcast last night with myself and Spider Loc, now they say, oh, the homies gonna stand right there on Wilmington, gonna be on Wilmington. But last night you said, oh, the homies don't even be on Wilmington. Last night you said that I said that I'm gonna slide. Nigga, that ain't what I said. I talked about what could happen. Now you finally agreeing and saying, oh yeah, you said what could happen. So did I say what could happen or what's going to happen? Let's establish that. That's why last night I asked this brother to elucidate so that we can disambiguate and get rid of all confusion in all gray areas and all things that's perplexing so that we can have a clear understanding. Because right now, dog, you sounding like a hypocrite. Like, for reals, for reals. You sound like a certified bona fide hypocrite that really don't have a valid point. So now you just reaching. Now you just bloviating. Now you're just talking. But the more you talk, the more that you indirectly agree with what the fuck I said. You proving my points. You are proving my points, but you're also contradicting yourself. So I'm asking myself, damn, is this nigga a clout chaser and a walking, talking, living, breathing example of a hypocrisy, a hypocrite? Let's get back into it.
that's motherfuckers try. But to make it out, bro. Motherfucker ain't bragging about none of that type of shit and all that. But once the nigga open up them doors, then all that's gonna come into play, bro. Know what I'm saying? So, like, even if you
Hey, listen, dog. Before I come over here on here, just say if I was still in that low vibrational state, right? Before I come on here, yeah, we got the most body, bro. On our ops. We got the most bodies, bro. Out of all our ops, we got the most bodies. Before I come on here and highlight and glorify the unaliving of other black males, if it's like that, dog, I'm a shit. I'm gonna go get cracking, my nigga. That's just me. That's just me. If it's like that, listen, dog, I don't come on here. I don't masquerade. I don't pretend to be something that I ain't. My history ain't no mystery. If it's like that, and it's like that for me to glorify it and I take that type of offense, I'm gonna go get cracking. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I see only if dudes knew. I can come on here on Steve-O, nigga, and I can be pompous on Mike. And I can introduce certain shit to the internet and it have niggas feeling some type of way. And I ain't talking about other niggas. I'm talking about me, my personal experience. But it'll be counterproductive and it'll put me in a position of being a hypocrite. And it'll always, and it'll also be like, damn, nigga, why you put yourself in your trick bag? Why you let these peoples of inferior intelligence drive you to the point of this, that, and third? So I will refrain because I am pushing peace and I'm hoping that we can obtain peace if it's obtainable. I mean, we did it in 1992. We could potentially do it again. Let's get back into the thing. Ooh, man, Steve-O, man. I think God should be excited and appreciative that I have grown and that I am not a crash out. Like y'all should appreciate that. All those that oppose me and be having certain stuff to say, like y'all should be thanking God for my growth. I swear, on my baby, on my sister, rest in peace. My history ain't no mystery, big dog. On Steve-O, it ain't no mystery. If a person isn't familiar with me, Ye, Bobby Ye, as an individual, certain dudes may be familiar with my body of work. I'm not a dude that just jumped on the internet after being ran out of his set or had a life of being a subpar or lackluster member. That wasn't my reality, big dog. If we don't figure this shit out, dog, we're all going to have to pay for it. Let's get back into the content.
You directing it towards certain individuals, bro. I ain't come on here and call none of your homies no snitches, none of your homies no bitches, and none of that, bro. I said, nigga, every nigga from the projects got killer shooters and squabblers and all that, bro. Know what I'm saying? It ain't no marks and rocks, nigga. So you calling niggas busts, marks, and all that, bro, you gonna get a negative response, my nigga.
Nigga, I stand on it. Nigga, I stand on it. Nigga, you gotta let me be responsible with my words. For those who know, you can be in denial and act like those who know don't know. You can play these games because of where you from and all this and all that, dog. I'm not sugarcoating the motherfucking thing. If a motherfucker is a confidential informant and an agent provocateur, it just is what it is. I don't want to speak on other people's politics, dog, but what I will say is Free, my player partner from out the Jordan Downs, who got life for some shit he ain't have no knowledge of, didn't have any participation in, any participation is what it is. He got into it with a dude that played with the police. They sent the police on him. Now he got life. We can play, we can pussyfoot and all this and all that, but I don't want to play. I don't want to pussyfoot. I don't want to live in denial. Like that's not me, dog. Niggas don't want to call a ball, strike a strike. But we gotta find resources, channels, connections in a network to get a dude that has been wrongfully criminally prosecuted for some shit that he ain't have no knowledge of and didn't have any participation with. Nigga, this is a nigga from Gray Street that I'm advocating for the release of. So you can't come on here with this false ass narrative talking all this dumb shit that you talking about, my nigga. It's a dude from your section that's in prison for some shit he didn't do, didn't have no knowledge of, neither did he participate in it because he ain't know shit about it, but he's been wrongfully, criminally convicted for some shit he ain't had nothing to do with. That's an innocent man that we got to find a way to get him back out here to the streets and to his motherfucking family. What the fuck are we talking about? What is we talking about? Niggas just be talking, just be running their motherfucking mouth and talking, cuz. It's crazy. It's infuriating at times.
A nigga for peace in the community, man, keep it at that, bro. And tell motherfuckers, all right, motherfuckers ain't gonna respond with no motherfucking guns. We gonna respond in the booth, bro. That's how motherfucker keep the peace. We ain't got to respond for with no guns. We ain't got to show off for these white folks. That's what they want in the music industry anyway. They looking for motherfuckers rap and then go shoot each other. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Fool.
Oh my God, this fucking dude is a fucking hypocrite. He said the white folks are looking for motherfuckers to rap and then go shoot each other. If we are aware of that, then why would we perpetuate, why would we continue to put out rapping content that will compel individuals to rap and then go shoot each other? Think about the shit that you saying, brother. Think about what you saying. You saying let's keep it in rap, this, that, and third. Rap doesn't do this, do that, and third. But then you come and say that's what the white folks expecting or wanting for us to do, rap and then go shoot at each other. So why would we bring those dynamics to the internet, or why would we perpetuate this shit? Why we can't come together with like minds from all the projects in the hoods and watts, designate one person from each place to be a representative and call and create a Wu-Tang type of group that goes and kick in the doors for other individuals and watts? What makes more sense? For us to come and say, yeah, let's keep it on wax, but diss them, and then y'all diss us back. Like, no. Nigga, how about we start a Wu-Tang type of rap group from Watts and we going in kicking the doors like that? Or how about we come together, a unified front, and kicking the doors like that? Top Dog and J Rock has already brought a large spotlight on Watts. They expect Watts to be disunified. They expect Watts to behave in the fashion that you're saying we should behave in to get the recognition. But the recognition that we get is not good recognition. And that's why they continue to try to alienate and blackball dudes from Watts from coming into the game because of the way that people want to try to strategically come in. And we got some amazing rappers from Watts, from all of them. O3 Greedo, Fetty DeMarco, one of my favorites, Keem O'Shea, Pay Gotti, Gigi from out the Nickersons, J Rock, that's a pioneer from out of the Nickerson Gardens, Kill, man, there's so many. Wolfcat, Lil Draws, Project Pat. It's too many to name. But shout out to all those brothers. And let's find a way to kick in these motherfucking doors so we can show them what it is to be from Watts. Let's introduce them to that Watts swag. But the way that you all are trying to go about it, dog, is counterproductive and it's gonna get somebody hurt. And we see what history did a few years ago, motherfuckers beefing over a dance, and then it escalated to a rap battle, and people lost their lives. People got shot, and people began to tell on all sides. So let's be more responsible what we say when we say the things that we say, especially when we're trying to have this stance of being righteous. Like, come on, dog, let's stop playing games. We've been playing them too long.
And we're gonna battle out with no guns. Fooling. They ain't gotta go shoot each other behind no rap, bro. You the only one come on here talking about sliding. The niggas who rapping ain't even come on here talking about none of shit like that. That's you coming on the way talking about what can happen behind the music. You ain't come on here.
I'm the only one on here talking about sliding. And the dudes who are rapping aren't even talking about sliding. But one of the lines, if I'm not mistaken, is we will slide through Imperial Courts and then slide through the Nickersons. That's not talking about sliding. My confused, discombobulated brother. That's not talking about sliding. We will slide through the courts, Imperial Courts, and then we will slide through the Knicks or the Nickerson Gardens. That's not referencing and talking about sliding. I didn't encourage nor attempt to motivate anybody to slide. That would be considered um either criminal masterminding, or it's another word for it. You could be criminally prosecuted for that. That's not what I said, big dog. I said if we don't fix it, if we don't figure this stuff out, then individuals are going to resort to that. And if individuals resort to that, people are not going to be chilling in the spots that they're comfortable chilling at. And that goes for all sides. Maybe I should have specified and said all sides. PJs, Banianas, Gray Streets, Hacianas, all sides. If that war kick off, or reignite over some music stuff or for other reasons, the spots that people chill at, dwell at, it's going to be alterations that have to happen because now we out here, we trooped up and we strapped up and strapped down. Now one time got wind of what's going on, and now they coming to doing pistol checks. So that's more homies is going to prison. That's more money that they generate in a system. All right, somebody come through, somebody try to slide, and it could be any side. Now that's more money for the funeral industry. Now that's more money for law enforcement going out there, doing their due diligence and all this and all that. Get out your feelings, Edie. We can't get nowhere with you and your personal feelings like that. Stop that. That ain't cool. Bad boy.
Positive solution. You saying positive community where it need to be, but rapping gonna cause it. If you feel that's negative, turn that to something positive and say we're gonna leave guns and all that out of it. You know what I'm saying? And whoever don't rap, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna stand down. Cause I'm not even gonna do no busting around no rapping niggas, you stupid. You carry 25 to life in jail over some rap, them some dumb niggas. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's beef within the sense.
Take your personal feelings out of it, brother. You may not go catch 25 to life over rap lyrics, but there's babies out there that will. There's babies under the age of 25 that will. Take your personal feelings out of this. Your personal feelings that you are talking about, what you will and what you won't do as a dude who may be in his late 40s, early 50s, that's you. But there's babies that's teenagers who are on the internet disrespecting each other and doing what this new generation does, and they hear certain things, they're triggered by that, and they feel like they got to play ball because the climate in LA right now, individuals is playing ball. It's a competitive full contact sport, big dog. Like, let's take our personal feelings out of this and look at it from not a individual perspective, but a global perspective. Can we do that, big dog? Can you be forward in your thinking? Can you be revolutionary in your thinking? And I'm not talking about, oh yeah, man, power to the people. I'm not talking about that type of revolutionary. I'm just talking about, let me give you the definition of it. To revolve or to revolution just basically means to change. To change. If you're going this way and it's a revolution, you go this way. That's basically what revolution change. And then you have revolve, which means to, go around, to be in motion and all this and all that. But you have to be revolutionary in your thinking and stop looking at it from a personal perspective. You're trying to speak for some youngsters at the age of 40 or 50 years old. You may not do it, but these babies will. And how do I know? Because it's already been done. You came on here and you talked about it, but without talking about it, but it's been done, big dog. So like, let's stop playing games, my nigga. You play too much, man. You play entirely too much, dog. But we gonna try to help you
The
get your
nigga ain't
music,
gonna let
all
no
that
rap
out.
initiate no beef, bro. If you saying you with resolution of peace, they gotta be bigger than that, bro. Like your homies can't make no song to make me go pick up a gun.
My homies don't care enough about certain guys to be on here dissing. Shit, my homies is out there getting paper. Them little dudes is getting paper. Listen, I'm proud of them little dudes, and I pray that God bless them with some type of guidance to where some older cats in the community can teach them about financial literacy. But these little dudes is touching paper, man. The little homies been touching paper for like, man, what, the last 15 years, hundreds of thousands. Some of these little dudes that even, touched upon millies and all this and all that. That's what they on. My little homies is on living life, having fun, but don't get it misconstrued. If it's that and it's that, they about that too. But these little dudes is into to dressing and standing on their version of business, standing on business. Let's just put that out there. But they into, messing with these females, them females looking fly, getting hundreds of thousands. That's the tip that they on right now. And you should catch up. If you can't catch up, at least catch on, my nigga. That's what my little homies is on. One of the hottest up and coming, two of the hottest up and coming rappers coming out of Watts is my little homies. Shout out to Pay Gotti, shout out to Chemo Shay. These little brothers is living the luxurious lifestyle. They ain't worried about nobody. Dudes be more worried about them hitting they old ladies and doing this and doing that. And oh, Bobby, yeah, you just trying to make it seem like your homies is this, that, and third. No, let's go into the facts. My little homies is getting so much paper. My little homies got so much influence. My little homies is doing a thing to the degree to where other dudes, old ladies, want to give them their sexual reproduction organs to bang out and have a recreational time, man. These little dudes is getting paper. They hot right now. You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't believe me, and oh yeah, you trying to make your homies look superior. Even their hottest rapper coming out of the Jordan Downs, O3 Greedo, says my baby mama left for nigga for and he used the derogatory, disrespectful term for the PJs, but I'm gonna just say PJ. My baby mama left a nigga for a PJ, but he ain't nothing like me. He a cheapskate or something like that. I mean, let's be honest. Man, them little dudes is out there. And listen, man, when I go to my projects, man, I be looking at them youngs and I be proud. Like, man, yeah, man, Leah, yeah. The little homies is fly. Man, them little dudes be fly like off the west side, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm proud of them little dudes. But there is other aspects of life that we can improve in. You know what I mean? But it's a process, most definitely. You know what I mean? And even though they fly and they getting paper and they doing this and they doing that, they're still in those streets and dealing with street elements on a level that street guys deal with them on. You know what I mean? They ain't no marks, they ain't no chumps, they ain't no pushovers, but they get into their paper and they're making a lot of dudes mad because they baby mamas, they old ladies and females that they want to hit. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest, like. But let's get back into the content.
For what? But boy, when I'm coming to get it, I'm coming to get a nigga for a reason, but like, and they ain't coming to get a nigga over no music and no shit like that, but that's them weak niggas. So a nigga let his homies know, but a nigga ain't gonna fall victim to the music. You know what I'm saying? And be weak and catch no time in jail behind no music. We gonna take it to the booth. Tell everybody, man, shit, all guns down. Whoever don't got nothing to do with the rap, stay out of it. We sit back and let niggas battle out. Let the world see. Battle out and rapping, bro. They ain't got to resort to guns and shit. You talking about there's gonna be sliding and all that. Your homies making this song. I tell my homies, man, get back on them niggas. I wouldn't tell my homies to go pick up no guns and go shoot at these niggas because they.
Hold on now. And I feel like he trying to get me here with a Rico. Hold on. I feel like the brother trying to get me here with a Rico. I haven't encouraged, motivated, or inspired, or told, instructed anybody to pick up anything and do anything. I talked about the reality and the possible outcome from individuals banging on wax. And this is proven. You like to say statistically, yeah, statistically, yeah, bruh. We got the most baddies. Let's talk about statistics. How many people from those banging on wax tapes is still here, still alive? I mean, let's talk about the statistic. It's just music. Yeah, the individuals, the Crips and Bloods, and shout out and rest in peace to Red Rum. They were cool, but people in the street said, no, 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 no. You're not going to disrespect this, and you're not going to say that, and I don't come and holler at you. So let's talk about the realism of it. Not your not the delusion that you exist in. Like, let's talk about the actuality or reality, big dog. What you saying is like, what are you saying? Because I don't comprehend what you're saying. Like what? Like, I feel like I'm like you a child. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta dumb down. I gotta lessen my comprehension to try to ascertain or ascertain or understand, comprehend what it is that the message that you're trying to convey, but it's rooted in hypocrisy. Yeah, he is suspect. He most definitely. Yeah, this guy is really suspect, man. Like, what's going on? Cisco from Drew Hill looking ass nigga. Like, what are we talking about, brother? Like, come on, man. What the fuck? Y'all can't say this nigga don't look like Cisco from Drew Hill a little bit. The later version of Cisco, this version, the you know what I mean, this older version of Cisco. This nigga look like Cisco from Drew Hill. Hold on. Let's get a recent picture of Cisco from Drew Hill. Let's see. Cause I can probably be tripping. Yeah, kind of look like Cisco from Drew Hill. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see that. Hold on. There's another one. Yeah, this nigga kind of look like Cisco from Drew Hill. This is crazy. You look like Cisco, my nigga. But let's get back into the content.
It's the hood. I ain't gonna be talking about sliding on no niggas because I hear rap song. I ain't gonna tell the homie, man, them niggas this the hood in the rap song, man. Shit, let's go pick up the choppers and go do our thing. Them niggas this the hood in the rap song.
My nigga, stop trying to get me on a Rico. Nigga, I ain't told nobody to pick up nothing and do nothing. Like, what's up with you, bro? See, this the shit that I be talking about. But when I come on here and I talk about what I be talking about, people say I'm wrong for what I'm talking about, but then people substantiate what it is that I'm talking about. This is the shit that I'm talking about. This nigga trying to make it seem like I told my homies to go put in work or pick up some choppers and do this and do that because of a freaking song. Like, come on, bro. Like, what is you on? You trying to get me up on a Rico? As if I'm a gang leader, gang shot caller, criminal masterminding, or something like that, conspiring to commit 187s. Like, come on, bro. What is you talking about? He's like that cat off a belly that was eating on a banana. I agree with you. But damn, my nigga, like, that's what we on? This what I be talking about, y'all. Like, I ain't telling nobody to do nothing to nobody. I just talk about what can potentially be the ramifications for that level of that particular type of music and the context of that music. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not that's crazy,
Come
bro.
on,
What's up
bro.
with you?
Like niggas is enemies. Nigga, y'all niggas dissing the hood all day when y'all talking the hood property, bro.
Come on, bro.
Same thing on
Like,
both
this
sides.
is a grown ass man saying this elementary bullshit. Y'all niggas diss the hood all day when y'all in y'all hood and y'all talking y'all hood. If the homies talk a certain type of way in the hood, that's how they talk in the hood. Vice versa, just like what Nipsey Hussle said, he understand why Cardi B said what she said, but introducing it to the internet and putting it in a song, or introducing it to the internet and saying certain things on the internet is not cool. He say, I understand it. That's how we talk. He said if he's at a store with one of his homies, he's not gonna say, hey, cuz, give me a Red Bull. He's gonna say, hey, cuz, give me a dead bull. No disrespect to the Bloods. So yeah, dudes talk a particular. I don't call y'all dudes woody woo streets because if I'm not going to have that energy when I'm in your face, which I can, but that's counterproductive and that's not who I am. So when I'm politicking with my homies, I don't be like, yeah, and all my homies can hold me accountable and call me out on this. I don't be like, yeah, cuz the wooty woo woo streets or the wooty woo woops or this, that. And I don't do that, Haiti. Is there some dudes that do it in every hood? Most definitely, they use derogatory terms to describe or refer to their ops. I don't do that, Haiti. So your points are invalid. They're asinine. Like you don't even have no points. This is crazy, man. What am I doing here? I'm gonna have to do a whole nother live, y'all.
Sorry, bro. So that's expected, bro. So ain't no nigga finna pick up no gun behind the rap shit. You the only nigga talking about sliding where niggas ain't gonna be able to stand behind the rap song.
Oh my god, bro. Why do this nigga continuously say that I said that I am going to slide or send somebody to slide, bro? What's up with you, Heedy? Like, is you one of them agent provocateur, confidential informant ass niggas? And I'm not trying to disrespect your gangster, but I'm just asking, like, come on, bro. Like, man, stop that shit, my nigga. Like, you trying to get a nigga like these niggas, bro. I guarantee motherfuckers had already called the police, notified the police of this, that, and third, because
But you talking about revolution, bro. Ain't no revolution the way you talk, man. You can't straddle the fence. If you for peace in the community, everything out your mouth gotta be positive, bro. Everything you say gotta be something positive, bro. I ain't never seen a peacemaker call no niggas no bitches and snitches and all that. Cause they already know what type of response they gonna
Shit.
get back.
Shit. Malcolm X, Louis Farrakhan, Huey P. Newton, and the Chairman Fred Hampton then called a lot of these fucking degenerates and a lot of these fucking Judases in our communities worse than that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Do you study war? Do you study revolution? Do you study historical black figures? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, a person is peace, and they don't. Man, who you think I am, Martin Luther King? Nigga, I'm not no fucking Martin Luther King. You fucking imbecile. You degenerate. I'm not Martin Luther King, bro. So if you think I'm, yeah, see what we got to do is we got to get into community and we got to, like, that's not me. I'm Bobby Ye. I'm uniquely me. I am an anomaly. I'm me. The person that you're trying to paint me out to be, or you feel that I should be, that's not me. I'm me, big dog. I'm me. Well, if I'm not coming on here and I'm not talking like I am Reverend Martin Luther King, then I am not authentic and I am not, like, come on, man. What the fuck is you talking about? And we know what Martin Luther King and his stance on the people. We see where he got us. What are you talking about? You must not know about Brother Khalif Muhammad. You must don't listen to the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, the Honorable, rest in peace be upon him, Malcolm X. You must ain't listen to any speeches from Elijah Muhammad. What are you talking about, bro? You're just talking. At this point, man, I feel like I'm talking to a rabid dog or an enraged child or a disgruntled woman at this point.
So that's why I said what I said, bro. And took it there. Because you opened up them doors, bro. If you for peace and resolution.
My nigga, you ain't taking nowhere. Like, what are you talking about? I can show you how to take it there. And I don't want, oh, Bobby, you say he gonna come through and he gonna do this and he gonna, no. But you know what I mean? If you feel like you took it there, bro, I can say some shit right now that I have niggas in their feelings and mad, and it's my demonstration, it's my demo that I didn't put down. That's how you take it there. Not coming on here and say, oh yeah, statistically, bruh, we got the most bodies on our ops, bruh. Like, come on, my nigga. What the fuck is you talking about? You imbecile, you degenerate, man. Like, what are you talking about? I want you to rewatch your video and ask yourself, what are you talking about? You didn't take it there. Because when you take it there, we know how dudes take it there. Not saying, oh, we did more bodies, we did this, we did that, we did more unalivings, we did that's not taking it there. You're not talking about what you did, you're talking about what you believe other people should have done. If you make one more video like this, dog, and your homies don't holler at you, I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna take it there. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just tired, bro. You know, niggas be doing too much talking. Like, I ain't gonna keep ED myself, but yeah, you ain't take it there, my nigga. You want to take it there, bro? We can take it there. You want to take it there, my nigga? We can take it there. And I'm not talking about anybody else, this, that, and third. I'm talking about me, Bobby Ye, and who I am. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about nobody else shit. Like, nah, I understand it, man. But sometimes, you know what I mean? You just become fatigued, exhausted with the likes of these type of individuals. And he pompously, he pretentiously say, oh, that's why I took it there. You didn't take it there. You ran your mouth. You didn't take it there. You probably never took it there. So let's just be honest, like, motherfuckers don't know you. And you say you stay in the hood, nigga. You must have been quiet as a church house mouse, or you wasn't one of them. And then it's like, what period did you stay in the hood? Did you stay in the hood when we were under that ceasefire and peace treaty? And if you stayed in the hood when we were under that ceasefire and peace treaty, you can't brag and use that as if you are this big bad individual, because some of your homies stayed in our hood. Shout out to Boosie from Gray Street. Shout out to a few more great streets that lived in the hood. And some of my homies stayed in y'all hood. It was cool like that. So like, come on, my nigga. Like at this point, man, this dude is shit, man. The fuck, it's crazy.
And we just tell the homies, just gonna keep it in the booth, bro. Ain't no nigga finna tell no nigga go pick up no gun behind no rack. Niggas, you sick. You don't want to talk about niggas on Beverly Standing and all that behind no
God
rack, bro.
damn, here we go again. What the fuck? Please, God, forgive me. Hey, listen, please, I want y'all to pray for me. I want y'all to pray for me. I fucked up. And the reason why I say I fucked up because I really want y'all to pray for me, but I think I'm about to go to jail because please, God, bless me, give me divine protection, correction, and direction. But I'm about to fuck around and go to jail. I think I'm about to go to jail because like I can feel certain things before it happened. I'm not owning it. I don't want it to manifest but niggas is about to get me off the streets and that's kind of like fucked up. I had some plan in Los Angeles coming up, but I think I'm a pass because niggas about to get me caught up, dog. On PJ, I can feel it. I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do what I can to not get caught up and fall up into this trap that dudes are laying out for me. But I can feel it. The police is about to take interest in me. Like, and I'm telling y'all something from experience. It's always these type of situations in exchange when people start saying my name like this, that, and third. The police start looking into me, investigating, like, oh, okay, we got him. I need y'all prayer, like for reals, man. The street shit I ain't worried about that. But it's when street cats start playing certain games with law enforcement and saying certain things that will summons the attention of law enforcement to start looking at researching and investigating certain people. You right, Haiti. I fucked up. I told you cuz I sent the comments to your DM cuz can't be trusted. Yeah. I should have heeded your warning, Haiti. I may have fucked up on this one. These niggas about to try to get me off the streets, cuz for reals. I can feel it. Like I can feel it. I can feel it, cuz I need to stay away for a minute. I need to get out of I need to get out of Dodge, dog. These niggas is about to either directly or indirectly, overtly or covertly, get the police to start looking into me. I can already feel it. Like this shit is crazy. Hell, dog, man. Allah, Haiti. This shit crazy.
You know what I'm saying? A nigga make a song to activate you, go get 25 to life, nigga, or leave home in a body bag, nigga. Try it. Be a stupid fool. Try it. Over some rap shit, nigga. Or be like them other niggas in them other states. You know what I'm saying? Try it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, a nigga ain't getting activated by no rap.
How could he say be like them niggas in them other states and it happened in Watts? A gang war was reignited over some rap shit. So it ain't the other states, it's also locally as well. Like, come on, big dog. What is you talking about, bro? At this point in time, bro, you got me shit, man.
At all, bro. And the way you respond is not no resolution and peace, boy. You respond in a negative way, calling niggas bitches and hoes and
I
all that
did.
shit, boy.
I
Ain't
did.
no bitches and
I'm
hoes on our side of the fence, boy.
nigga, you's a motherfucking lie, nigga. It's bitches and hoes everywhere, my nigga. So you're being mendacious. You're being biased. This nigga just said ain't no bitches and hoes on each side. Nigga, it's bitches and hoes on every side. Do you have homies that then snitch on their homies in other situations? Yes. Do other hoods, do all hoods have homies that then snitch and told on their homies or individuals in other hoods? Yes. Do you have homies that was in the county that turned down phase with cats? Yes. Do other hoods have homies that was in the county and turned down phase with individuals? Yes. So what are we talking about? We see what your disposition is, Haiti. You're crossing me as a fake ass nigga that's in denial. This nigga say, ain't no bitches and hoes on our side. Niggas, bitches and hoes on every side, every city, every community, every motherfucking county, every state, every town, every nation. What are you talking about? It's suckers and busters is everywhere. It's gangsters and killers everywhere. It's head busters and wig splitters everywhere. And it's dishonorable, ignominious, bad niggas everywhere. So what are you talking about, bro? Black says, I don't think it's a coincidence these type of dudes is popping up on YouTube. I don't either. Veldog 1300 says, Bobby A, I don't know what's been going on, but stay blessed, Crip, and don't let them put you in a trick bag. For sugar out, man. I appreciate that, man. 100. Let me hurry up and end this, man. I gotta go get my daughter some food, man.
None of that where we from. Ain't no bitch and hoes from great at all.
You's a fucking
We cut
lie.
them niggas off.
You's a
Saying, but you call them niggas snitches and all that.
this nigga's a liar. This nigga's a liar. Heedy, listen to me. I'm gonna call you little homie. Listen to me, little homie. Shout out to my player partners out there in New York. Listen to me, little homie. Every faction, every regime, every hood, every set, every clique got a few bitches, hoes, suckers, and snitch niggas. Like, let's be honest, dog. Right now, you being biased, you playing games, homie, and you're being mendacious, you're being dishonest. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, we court them off. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, little homie, you tripping, my nigga. But if that's your narrative, then live in your narrative, little homie. It's all good.
We ain't in your hood. I ain't on here labeling them snitches in your hood, homie. The homies ain't rapping, calling no niggas out. And all they said, we ain't never heard of hadn't heard. They ain't even they show.
This nigga's a fake ass nigga. I don't give a fuck. And that's not a disrespect or a diss to the gray streets. This nigga fake. The nigga said the line about the herd and all this and all that. This is really some low vibrational shit. And this is my last time addressing this. The nigga said the line about herd and all this and all that. Then the next nigga made a line about slime through the courts and then slime through the Nickersons. Come on, my nigga. Like, what's up with you, little homie? Son, what's up with you? Like, come on, man. Like, you tripping, boy. This nigga's delusional. He probably half retarded.
Come on, bro.
Cisco from Drew Hill
You
looking
straddling
ass
the
nigga.
fence, bro. You can't be for peace and resolution and speaking negative at the same time, talking about what's gonna happen. It's like you trying to activate niggas. That's what it seemed like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Tell niggas to take it to the booth and leave it at that. Same, I mean, with any project, tell niggas to take it to the booth. Let that be promotion for the niggas that's rapping. Take it to the booth, all guns down. You know what I'm saying? Niggas might get some type of deal. They're not fucking with us on Watts anyway for some reason.
You know I
You know what I'm
didn't
saying?
fucking with Watts niggas. An error occurred. Please try again. Later, playback. What the fuck just happened? Don't tell me the nigga just deleted the video. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let's see what's going on, y'all. Oh, he ain't deleted.
Once again,
Oh,
Grape
okay.
Street got him, aka 9,000 watts, back at you off 100.
Hey, I don't even feel like going back through this, so I won't. But I'm going to bring this broadcast to. Oh hell no! Now Bobby A from PJ Watch Crib crashed out on Spider Lug. Come on, cuz this shit. Hold on, man. Y'all want to get into this, man? They saying I crashed out on Spider. This shit is crazy. Y'all want to check that out? Let me know, because I'm about to bring this to a cessation. I'm about to bring this to an end. I'm about to conclude this video. Do y'all want to get into that or no? Just let me know if y'all want to. You know what? I'm gonna come back. I gotta feed my daughter, man. My daughter semi-spoiled, man. She don't even understand that. She's spoiled, man. But I would prefer her to be spoiled than neglected, overlooked, and not properly taken care of. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta go um get my daughter this specific food that she is desiring. Korean and corn dogs, hot dogs, some shit like that. What the fuck is a Korean hot dog? Corn dog, cuz. But yeah, man. Hey, but man, I salute that reckless podcast, man. As fathers, that's what we gotta do, Haiti. Because if we are able to spoil them, then they get used to a certain type of um care. You feel what I'm saying? They get accustomed to being taken care of a certain type of way. So when they go out there in the real world and they designate somebody to be their spouse, whether man or woman, I don't judge and all this and all that. Um, they know how they want to be treated. They know how they need to be provided for and protected. You know what I mean? But y'all step and be blessed, man. Let me handle this BI. Then we gonna come. I'm gonna show y'all. Listen, I'm a mama. Look, watch this. So people don't be like, oh, he making stuff up. He wanted to be that. No, I don't want it to be that. And I'm not gonna watch it until we watch it together. So I'm gonna come back and we go to hold on. I'm gonna come back and we gonna watch this shit together. This should be interesting. Hold on. Right here. Bobby Ye from P. Y'all see that? Uh I wonder what the comments is gonna be like on that. Look at this. Hey, y'all stay tuned when we gonna come back and we gonna get into this. Two black, two strong. We all we need, we all we got. All power to all people. God bless y'all. Let's continue to manifest positivity. Yeah. Ain't nobody gonna stop our shine. Can't nobody stop us but God. But when God is working with you, who can work against you, man? Keep doing what you're doing, Bobby. Yay, salute, man. Salute, return to y'all as well, man. I really love y'all, man. I really love people, and I really love our people. You know what I mean? Like somebody got to start trying to increase the vibration and spread the awareness of we don't have to continue on the way that we been programmed to continue on. Y'all step and be blessed, man. That's my time. I love y'all, man, and I'm gonna get back with y'all. Two black, two strong. We all we need, we all we got. Let's live in peace before we be forced to rest, and then that's my time.